says the website begins its first week with 3 subscribers. The number of subscribers each week is listed in the table. Write an expression that models this. So now here, same thing. We're trying to figure out, what am I doing when I plug in 1? In other words, if I plug in 1 into my machine, and I'm going to do some math, it's got to spit out a 3. Or, when I plug in 2 into my function, or model, whatever word you want to use, it's got to spit out a 9. And whatever we plug in that box is our function, and it has to be the same every time. Okay, so what is it? Well, what did we do last time?
You put a number in front of like a, so.
If I square 1, it's 1, and then what might I do to get 3?
And 2.
Add 2.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, I could do it that way.
But that don't work.
But it doesn't work on the next one. So if I square 2, what's that?
4.
4. Then what do I got to add? 5.
Oh.
Okay? So let's start here. All these other problems have had some sort of square, right?
Yeah.
What if it's
What's 20, what's, I already said the answer. What's 5 squared?
No, that's 25.
Alright, now what do I do to 25 to get 51?
Times it by 2 and then add 1.
So if I say, alright, so let's try that. If I say n, whoops, let me make it a little darker so you guys can see it. If I say n squared, whoops. If I say n squared, and you said what to do?
You said times by, what did you say?
Multiply it by 2
Add 1.
and add 1.
Then add 1.
So if I plug the 5 in there, I get 5 squared, which is
That might actually work.
25.
Add 1.
And then multiply 25 by 2, that gives me 50. And then if I add 1, that gives me 51. Let's see if that works with the other ones, okay?
Yeah.
So, we know it works for 5, so I'm going to say 5. And then I'm going to do this stuff. 2 times 5 squared plus 1 does in fact give me 51.
I can't see.
You can't see. There you go. So let's try number 1. So if I say 2, oh no wait, let's do number 2. So if I say 2 times 2 squared plus 1, what's 2 squared?
4.
4.
Oh, that works, yeah.
2 times 4 plus 1. Hey, if I use order of operations, what do I do first? Do I multiply or do I add? What comes first?
You multiply.
Why?
Because that's him.
How do we remember what we do?
PEMDAS.
PEMDAS, or what's the little mnemonic device? Please.
Please excuse my dear inside.
So that means multiplication comes first. So then I get 8 plus 1. Hey, does that work?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to plug that in here. I'm going to say 2 times 2 squared plus 1. Let's go back and try to do 1. So if I say 2 times 1 squared plus 1, what's 1 squared?
1.
1 times 2 is
1. 2.
2. And then if I add 1 to 2, what do I get?
3.
3. What do you think the model is?
2. Times 2 add 1. What?
It's what?
How?
It's this stuff, right?